Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and welcome to Season 16. Before we get started, I have a couple of things that I need to announce, and I'm not happy about one of them. I completely missed the Global Challenge. I thought I would have enough time to dedicate an entire day of battles so I can record as many fights as I possibly could before I either got frustrated or just because of the fact I got bored. Battling all the time does get tedious, which is why a lot of us take breaks. And I'm no exception. I do like to take breaks. So during the time when I was editing the tier series, which the numbers were off because I forgot that we started at like match 6 and not 1. So every 4 didn't make sense, but they're there. The thing is that during that time, I had to make sure that I had to block at least 6 hours to get those done. And I couldn't even make it so that I could record the matches before they were done. Had some other difficulties, technical mostly, for getting into the Spotify account for the podcast, which took me a bit to figure out. I also had difficulties with the microphone. For some reason, some videos sounded crisp and clean, while others sounded bad. So I was trying to fix that, and I couldn't fix it in time. By the time that I finally had done all of my errands, worked, finally finished all of the tier matches, I had missed the Global Challenge by a day and a half. I thought that it would go all month, or like all Sunday on the 3rd, and that's not when it ended. It's weird because even some of the raids that we have, like technically at the recording of this, it's still Tuesday, but I've already fought Blastoise, which doesn't officially release until the 6th. And that is because of the fact that it does UTC time and not PST. I've caught Blastoise. He's literally right here. He's right there with the mightiest mark, Terra Steel. He's right there. The best way to deal with this Pokemon, Blastoise, easily is to go in with Gastrodon and have Storm Drain. That's the easiest way. You can walk in with Empoleon, but you're going to get really messed up by Aura Sphere. Now he does other things too. He walks in with Withdrawal. And at the first time I fought him, he had maximum defense after using it once. I don't agree with this raid system. I'd much rather go back to Sword and Shield. That's not what this video is about. He does Shell Smash, but he also gets a shield at the beginning that gives him 1/4 of his health. And he automatically removes the debuffs after he uses Shell Smash, which is interesting. He spams Hydro Pump until you get to a certain degree, and then he also spams Aura Sphere. And then he starts spamming Flash Cannon. When you break his shield, he starts attacking twice. He still uses Hydro Pump and Flash Cannon and Aura Sphere, but he uses primarily Flash Cannon after a certain amount of damage. So just keep that in mind when you battle him. I finally beat him by using Arceus at Terra Fighting. So I resisted, if not took neutral damage to everything except for Hydro Pump. Like even Flash Cannon didn't do a whole lot, or Sphere was resisted. The Hydro Pump still did quite a bit of damage. I still had to use Light Screen, and I also had to use Judgment for it. I was going to say, oh, you should use Acid Spray, but Acid Spray does nothing because he's Terra Steel. You can't do that. But having someone that could debuff or remove his positive buffs would be best. Clear Smog won't do it, so you have to do something like Haze or something else that removes buffs. But at the recording of this video, he's technically not out yet. He doesn't start until 3/6, but I have him. It's not because I cheated. It's just how the system works for UTC for some reason. I don't know why, but I thought I had an entire half a day to record all of that and lost it. I was half an hour late, and I know that I should have recorded Saturday night, but I was so tired, had to get through the tier videos, and had worked and didn't sleep well. And I know that this sounds all like excuses, but I hate this. I hate not promising something and then it not coming out. I hate it. It bugs me. So instead of me being able to highlight the team that I was going to use for it, and then maybe move on to a different team like this one here, this team is very awesome. I don't know how it's going to handle fire types though. I have no water coverage whatsoever, but I figured it would be cool to bring in a semi-hard Trick Room team that could take advantage of what was going on in front of me. So I figured, why not? I have 2 fake out users. I have Sinistra that has Trick Room if he needs to set it. I have Ursaluna who does really well in Trick Room. I have Glasteria that do well in Trick Room with the Life Orb. He needs Protect somewhere. I think I'm just going to remove Taunt for Protect since I do have Taunt somewhere else. Yep, on Mimikyu, which is right there. He's also got Trick Room and will last longer because of Disguise and Mental Herb so that he cannot be taunted, so he'll be able to actually take a hit if he needs to. So that was the first team I was going to use, but since I didn't get to the global challenge, that is going to be part of the team that we'll be highlighting today. Team A is going to be the Talonflame, Grimmsnarl, Raging Bolt, Frigoraph, Goldengo, and Ogerpon that I wasn't able to use for this challenge. God, I'm so mad. You guys have no idea. I'm so disappointed in myself. Not only did I miss out on like 100,000 league points, I missed out on the chances of battling other players to get CP, and I hate that. I really do. But the other thing is that I've got both teams set up. Now we'll see how these teams go, and I might extend this down so that we can add like Pokemon that we could maybe swap into, or maybe have like the reserve things down here, or maybe put them in this slot. Like, okay, here's our reserves, the Pokemon that we could swap into if we need to make it fit within the parameters of the team. I don't know how this team is going to go. I just put it together today. They're all trained, ready to go, and I kind of see how they will turn out. We kind of know how Talonflame in this team is going to go. I know there was some feedback about Goldengo, making it from like a bulkier set to something else, as well as take off choice specs because it is Stellar Terra, changing it to something else. The other thing that I could think of is to change out Raging Bolt's item to be Assault Vest and give back Goldengo leftovers. And I think that's the best thing that I can think of. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and make that change. Shouldn't take that long. Change held item over here. You can see I've been beefing up on the items here. And no, that's not why I was late. I get through all of my Pokemon training and stuff done after I get done everything else. We're going to change the spec item. There's a way that I could just search for it, or maybe like highlight it so that it doesn't show everything. That would be cool. So there we go. It does allow me to get something else now. I can have like a Protect, and Protect unfortunately has to get off Raging Bolt. So now we got to pick a new move because now it doesn't make any sense. We could do Ancient Power. We would actually use it. Double the, ooh. Oh, or use, really? That might be fun to use. What's Dragon Hammer? Probably just Wood Hammer, but for Dragon types. Twister, can't use any of those. Calm Mind. I mean, Body Press. Dragon Tail. Can't use, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll change them back. I'll have to do something else. I don't think the team would benefit if I did that. Because Protect has to go in the Goldengo, and I have to change some moves over on Raging Bolt, but we'll switch it that way. Extend the microphone out a bit. I apologize for the sounds. Like I said, I've been having issues. I might have to get a new microphone. Might have to. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to have these guys' stats in the pinned comments. I believe I mentioned it in Season 15, but as for right now, we'll go over at the end in case if I didn't. But I just want to get into the fights and get into Season 16 because I am way late and I'm hoping you guys enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's get into our matches and, do all the YouTube things. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. I'll probably remind you at the end just because that's just how my routine goes. But for now, let's get into our matches. Just a quick note, guys. Here is something new that I will be doing for you guys as well. Here is the rental code for the team. If you guys want to use that in your future battles, give it a try and let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And you'll have this to be seen, or you'll have this available to you a day earlier than everyone else will see it. And that's going to be a Discord exclusive. If you guys want to join that, that's going to be in the Discord. It'll be in the untested rental teams or untested sets. And then we have here the, rental team codes right here at the very bottom. It's totally free. You can walk in and have a good time. So that's it. Let's get to the battles. Okay. We've got Golden Go, Amoonguss, Urshifu, Chi-Yu, Incineroar, and Fluttermane. Okay. Let's see. Who do I want to use first? They don't have any way to outspeed me, so I don't really have to worry about that. But I will bring in Talonflame just so that I can do Tailwind. And that way I don't have to worry about anyone do anything spicy. Let's do Infergaraf as well. Ogerpon and Golden Go. We'll leave Grimmsnarl and Raging Bolt in the back. I don't know what the Urshifu that is, so we're going to have to decide what that is. But with Ogerpon coming out with actually Talonflame Fergaraf, so no fake outs for sure. So I should have a turn where I'm able to get off a Nasty Plot, which should allow me to do a little bit more damage. Now I have the Citrus Berry build with the Helping Hand, so Fergaraf isn't meant to do a ton of damage, but it could be useful. Ooh, shiny Voltorb. All right. Incineroar Chi-Yu versus Fergaraf and Talonflame. 2-minute goes off. Lowers down the attacks on Talonflame, but that's totally fine. I'm going to Tailwind, so I outspeed. And I'm going to Protect here. So that if that is a really, really fast Chi-Yu, I don't get one-shotted, or if it's not spec'd, I won't get one-shotted. I just need to create an opportunity so that I can do a little bit more, but I just want to set off with Tailwind, which I have. Is able to do it for free. Yep, there's the Dark Pulse. Saw that. Running Shot goes off the Talonflame, lowers it down one stage. So it's -2 attack. He needs to get off the field now. Now comes Urshifu. Brave Bird. Let's give it a try. I was gonna get Talonflame off, but with the Helping Hand plus the priority, I should be able to knock out this Urshifu. Is it sashed? It is not. I can't knock him out. I mean, it's -2, but even with the Helping Hand, that's insane. And here I thought I'd be able to do it. Okay. Is that an Ogerpon? And Golden Go. Let's Ivy Cudgel that guy. And let's Shadow Ball Urshifu. Chi-Yu's fast. I don't know if it's sashed or not. Follow Me probably would have been the better choice for Ogerpon, but then I don't really have anything to knock them both out at the same time. Withdrew Urshifu to bring out Incineroar, minus the 1 on Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel. Right to Chi-Yu, and it knocks it right out. Shadow Ball. Not very effective, but that's still a lot of damage. It's absolutely a lot of damage. Comes Urshifu. Follow me. Shadow Ball. Yes, on the Incineroar. I was really debating. It's like if I go Urshifu, I could knock it out, but I still have to worry about the knockoff hit. And I don't think Urshifu is going to do anything to... Is it? There's the fake out. Okay, so we saw that. Now comes the Shadow Ball. Not enough to KO, are you serious? Citrus Berry. Close combat. On the Ogerpon, does not get the KO, gets really, really close though. Talon's gone. Cross. No, I should have protected, but I couldn't because it's Urshifu. You can't do that in front of him. I didn't realize it was the last turn of Tailwind too. Perhaps I could have done a little bit better by just going after the Incineroar if I did, but Fake Out would have prevented that anyway. Flare Blitz. I survive. He takes a heavy recoil, but I do move before he does. Thing is, though, I'm stuck in Shadow Ball, and his last Pokemon's not hitting the field, which is Fluttermane. This game's over, unfortunately. Yeah, let's attack into Fluttermane. It doesn't really matter. Terra goes into the Fluttermane, turning it to maybe fire. Ooh, ice. Let's go. I mean, yeah, it's faster. It doesn't really matter. Super effective because I use Stellar. I don't lose my typing. I mean, that would have been cool if it was like, oh, I hit 3 times and I become a typeless, so it's like, maybe I look like a raid boss, but no. Hitting, 3.x is pretty good. I just wish it was more than just the one time, though. Still, not a bad match. Yeah, not a bad match. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, we got Chien-Pao, Ogerpon, Weezing, Iron Moth, Incineroar, and Sinistcha. So we do have possible Trick Room. I doubt it, but possible. Let's go ahead and bring in Talonflame and Grimmsnarl. We don't really have anyone that's going to be able to use priority except for Incineroar and Chien-Pao, so I think we'll be fine. Bring in Ogerpon and we'll bring in Raging Bolt. That way we can kind of negate Iron Moth a little bit. Maybe do some damage. Okay, Incineroar and Ogerpon versus Talonflame and Grimmsnarl. Intimidate goes off, which is going to definitely hit both my physical attackers. But I could go this to this and then do Reflect. That was a glitch. Yeah, let me just put my, Terra thing into a ring pop and just hold it at my knuckle. Fake out. Goes into the Talonflame, does not work, so I get priority first and get off Tailwind. Dope. And Reflect comes up because Prankster. Ivy Cudgel. Hits Talonflame. Still? I mean, it was a crit, but I was hoping that he'd survive because of Reflect, but he's just like, nah. Screw that noise. I don't want to deal with that. Alright, well now Ogerpon's coming out. Let's go ahead and hit the Incineroar with that. And I'm going to Thunder Wave the Ogerpon. Follow me. Okay. I deserve that. Here you go. Have one of these. Thunder Wave was going to go to me anyway. The Ivy Cudgel. Yeah, I saw it happening. Okay. Not very effective. You knocked off my Light Clay, but I still got Reflect off, so I don't care. Let's go ahead and do that. And Spirit Break is neutral for both. Let's just go ahead and Thunder Wave now. You're gonna follow me again? I am such a glutton for punishment. Such a glutton for punishment. Parting Shot. Okay. Let's not do that again, shall we? Please? Oh, okay. What are you gonna bring out? Is it Qian Pao? Because that would be wonderful. Wheezing. Okay. You negate our abilities now. That's cool. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to do this. Sludge Bomb's probably going to go into Grimmsnarl. It would make sense. He is fairy. Oh, Toxic goes into Ogerpon. Okay. That's protected. Ivy Cudgel also goes into Ogerpon. Talon's gone now. Okay, Spiky Shield. I'm okay with that. Horn Leech goes into that slot because I figured he's going to do his shenanigans with the Follow Me stuff. Oh, Ogerpon hurt himself. Interesting. Spirit Break. Into Louisiana. It doesn't do a whole lot, but I'm just lower down his special attack because he is a special attacker. Toxic. It's even more annoying than anything else. Oh, you have leftovers? Yay. Let's swap to Raging Bolt. See if I can do it just a little bit more with him. Let's do Ogerpon. Bring on Incineroar. I want all the attacks to come over to me. Oh, Toxic again, but Ogerpon's already poisoned. Let's go for the double. I could swap Ogerpon to bring out Grimmsnarl, but it'd be great if I had Golden Go with me, but I don't. And the one turn knocking out Talonflame kind of threw me off. So I'm literally just hoping and praying right now. Let's do that. And let's hit the wheezing. Withdrew the Incineroar. Bring out Ogerpon. Thunderbolt into the wheezing. That's a little bit more damage than I'm used to seeing. That's the damage I want to see. Are you going to protect next turn? Electro wore off, so did light screen. Yep, there's the protect. Saw that coming. Thunderbolt. Do reflect so that you do half damage. Thank God Raging Bolt doesn't have a way to heal himself. Did you imagine if that was a thing? Bruh. Hit by poison. Yeah, it's double into Wheezing slot. Saw that. Here comes Incineroar. Yep. Have I knocked down any of his Pokemon yet? I don't think so. Thunderbolt. Down goes Wheezing. Tomato goes off. First time in a while, too. Thunder Wave. Does not affect Incineroar because he's dark. Maybe I should have just did a break thing. Out comes Ogerpon. Swap. Protect. I know one Pokemon's gone down. Spiky Shield. Knock off. Goes into the Protect. Let's see how many Pokemon they have. They might have 3. Yeah, I've only seen 3. Swap to Grimmsnarl. I need to get Raging Bolt out so he can reset the timer for poison. I need him to survive a little bit longer. Here comes their fourth. Who is it? Is it Champao? Iron Moth. Gotcha. Okay. Boost energy activates Quark Drive. Speed was heightened. Follow me. Totally fine with that. I wanted that. So that's what I got. Light screen to half the damage. Here comes the Terra. Probably gonna go to the Iron Moth. Yep. Poison. Dragon. Interesting. Okay. Sludge Wave. Iron Moth does get Sludge Wave. So I'm hoping with the light screen. But its speed was heightened, not... It is Sludge Wave. So hopefully it doesn't KO both. Does not. Horn Leech goes off to protect. Hurt, and then here comes poison again. Which is totally fine. Reflect War. Thunderbolt there. Thunderwave there. Protect. Good call. Down goes Okerpon. Incineroar the Great. Which one are you gonna do? Let's try that. Fake Out goes into... No? Oh wait, well Protect goes first. Fake Out. Goes into Grimmsnarl. Gotcha. Dazzling Gleam. Will knock out the Grimmsnarl because he's, you know, fairy. He's dark fairy, but fairy doesn't resist itself, which is funny. Super funny. Okay, so Dragon Pulse. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, never mind. Oh, my Lanta. I was really hoping that they would just go with the attack because it's not like they don't lose, right? Knock Up does a lot of damage, brings in Raging Bolt down to that, knocks off the leftovers, and the poison's going to do a lot more damage. See, it's not like I couldn't do anything. Just to see what would happen. Thunderclap doesn't affect him. Yeah, it's Thunderclap him. Let's see what happens. Thunderclap. Not even enough. Nope. Nope. Dang it. Not enough to stay. That was a good match. There was a couple of times where I could have made better plays and done much better, but going into literally 2 turns using the same move set, that was just nothing. Let's move on. Okay, we got Ursaluna, Raging Bolt, Fire Ogerpon, Urshifu, Fluttermane, and Tornadus. So, how should we deal with this group? Tornadus is gonna be a problem, but how much of a problem? That's what we need to find out. Let's go ahead and bring in Talonflame, Raging Bolt to start us off. Ogerpon, and there's only one Pokemon that does priority, and that is Raging Bolt. I mean, there's also Urshifu. No, I'm forgetting someone. Tornadus. Let's do these two. Ogerpon and not Grimmsnarl. Golden Go. That's who we'll bring. That's who we'll bring. Yeah, with these matchups, they're kind of hard to deal with. I need to start really thinking like, okay, what's my fire, water, grass core? And then figuring out what's the best synergy with that core. And see what I could do to make it a little bit better. Open up with Ogerpon and Tornadus versus Talonflame and Farigiraf. Okay. Let's go ahead and Nasty Plot here. And Tailwind here. Let's see how this turns out. They're going to Terra go straight to Tornadus? Nope, Ogerpon. They could remove the weakness immediately. Which I'm okay with, obviously. Talonflame is faster than Tornadus because Gale Wings, and he's faster than that guy generally. Sunny Day. All right. Give Ivy Cudge a little bit more damage. Is it going? Yep, Farigiraf. That's a one-hit KO. Well, that's unfortunate. But let's see how this turns out. Let's see how this turns out. Tornadus is going to definitely get off Tailwind before I get Taunt off, but I just want to teach him a little bit of a lesson. Let's see how this goes. So there's the Tailwind, which is totally fine. Here comes the Taunt. Turns off Tornadus for the rest of the fight. He'll have to only do Bleak Wind Storm. Here comes the Ivy Cudgel. It's going to go straight for the Golden Go. One hit KO. Oh. That was a very predictive. That was a good turn. Right, guys? Oh my goodness. Okay. Lowers powers of water. Boost fired. I think that's. I'll have to look. I don't know what the percentage is for that anymore. I want to say it's 1.5, but I don't think so. Yeah, why not? We'll just double into that slot. Brave Bird. There you go. It's quite a bit of damage. Bleak Wind Storm. Ogerpon avoids it. Talonflame still gets hit though. What Hammer? Are you kidding me? The crit. Please be the good enough recoil. That's not enough to knock him out. I mean, it's 33%. Oh. Yep, we're done. I couldn't even get through their first two. Their first two? Bro, season 16 is wild. I can't even get through the first two. This is 0 and 3 so far, guys. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this show. I'm going to drop all the way down to rank 7. I don't think so. Maybe rank 8, but not 7. We're going to check on Sunny Day real quick. This Sunny Day. Sunny Day. Where are you? Sunny Day. There we go. Okay. Boosts fire type moves, but lowers water type moves. Do we have a percentage on that? Oh, no. Oh, pretty soon I'm not going to be able to use Cerebi. You guys have no idea. Every time I log into that website now, just to look through the archive, it lags on my computer because they're trying to load up so many sprites. Like just getting the national Pokedex, it won't let me like load the Pokemon that are on the left side. It's so stupid. Let's go. Smogon should have something. Let's go to Smogon. Oh, Smogon. Where are you? There you are. Moves. It's weird. I can go through Smogon like nothing. I'm just literally just scrolling. Sunny Day. Okay, here we go. For 5 turns, the weather becomes Sunny Day. The damage of fire type moves is increased by 1.5, and water attacks are multiplied with 0.5. Last 8 turns if you're holding a heat rock. Fails if the current weather is Sunny Day. So it is a 1.5 boost. That would definitely do anything that you're trying to do. That would also make sense why people would use Rain Dance for Urshifu, because if you had Mystic Water that gives you a 20% boost, it's 1.2. And then in a 1.5 boost, I didn't realize it was 1.5, but Jesus, that's a lot. All right, we'll move on. Oh, what? Okay. I know exactly what this is going to be. How should we counter it though? Raging Bolt and Ogerpon. Talonflame to Golden Go. That's how we'll deal with it. I mean, they only have 4 Pokemon. One of them's Ditto. Most likely with Imposter, but this is a pretty weird team. Just gonna throw that out there. Alligator and Ninetales. Raging Bolt and Ogerpon. It's Terra. Thunderbolt. And Ivy Cudgel the Ninetales. Wait, it's not snow? Where's the snow? This is... What are they using? Blizzard? I mean, it still hurts. Thunderbolt to the Ninetales. For Alligator, it's just kind of standing there looking pretty. Ice Fang. Doesn't really do anything to the Raging Bolt. No freeze, thankfully. Now, for Alligator has Sheer Force. Okay, never mind. That was a weird battle. I was gonna try to direct all the attacks over to Ogerpon when Venusaur came out, but that was an incredibly weird battle. Like, thank you for the points, but that was interesting. Okay. Okay. So we got Articuno, Ninetales, Arcanine, Ogerpon, Landorus Eye, and Raging Bolt. If you guys are asking at home what I mean by okay, This is the team that won the special event regional special event tournament that they just had. I'm gonna butcher it. It's like Yurkint. I'm just gonna butcher it. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the team. I mean, kudos for Articuno being out there, but oh no. Okay, so how do we deal with this? Now that we know that what we're looking at, how do we deal with what we're looking at? I think the best bet that I have is to walk in with Ogerpon and Goldengo, Raging Bolt, and Grimmsnarl. I think that's what I'll walk in with. It's the best option that I have. I don't know if any of it's going to work, but I would love for it to work because immediately I have to deal with weather right off the bat. I have no way to reverse it. Just terrible. I think everyone should have a person to reverse weather, even just change it just because. So, yeah. Oh, and they went straight into open it. That's dope. Okay. Snow warning. We're gonna go ahead and just follow me. And I'm gonna go right into making it rain. Sheer Cold is one of the, it's just like Fissure, but it's for ice types, which is dope, by the way. I loved watching that during the live stream. One whole match was taken down from Sheer Cold. Like 3 Pokemon just got knocked out because of one attack. It was dope. Question is, how am I supposed to deal with that now? That's my question. How am I supposed to deal with that now? I'm going to Terra. It's going to go right to the Goldengo. Right now, I resist ice attacks just normally. I'm hoping this sets me up for success. Follow me. Aura Veil. It's going to half damage. Make it rain. Are you serious? Is that Bright Powder? That's Bright Powder. I missed Bright Powder from Bright Powder. Sheer Cold misses. Articuno, why? He's got Snow Body, by the way, guys. Snow Body prevents him from like his accuracy goes up. It's like Sand Veil for swap to Grimmsnarl now. It's like Sand Veil for Garchomp. So that's what it is. I'm going to swap out so that I don't get one shot by Arcanine, who I think is faster than Goldengo. He might not be. I don't have my level 50 stats in front of me. I really should have that. I really do. Swap out, bring out Grimmsnarl. IP Cudgel. Right into Arcanine. Down it goes. Even with Aura Veil, man, I'm going to get through your defenses here. Sheer Cold's going to miss again. He's probably spec'd into that. Raging Bolt. How you doing, my friend? Let's go ahead and hit that guy. And I'm just going to go ahead and go Light Screen. Sheer Cold's eventually going to hit, and when it hits, it's going to be very, very dramatic. But I think that's Bright Powder, and they're just kind of spamming Sheer Cold. Because there's no way that a move that with 100% accuracy is going to miss Articuno. For no reason other than just the fact that it's whatever. Also misses. Electro Web. Misses Grimmsnarl, but will hit the Ogerpon. Spiky Shield, and let's Spirit Break the Raging Bolt. Thunderclap's gonna fail because it went on the Ogerpon and not up. Sheer Cold. Protect. That would have hit. Funny. There you go. Have one of those. Salt Vest. Probably. Yep. Salt Vest. Doop-a-doo, ba-doop-a-doo. Follow me. And Thunder Wave. Now, I don't mind if he lowers my speed some. Doesn't really matter. Thunderclap's gonna fail. This guy's bad luck. Or has bad luck. Thunder Wave, the Articuno. You gonna do it? Sheer Cold. It's gonna miss. And the snow stopped. Yeah, these are the last two Pokemon that you have. Let's swap to Golden Go now. And let's see if this works. I've never tried this. He's electric type, so it might... Okay, never mind. Like, it might not work. I've never tried. Here's a couple of things I noticed. Bright Powder doesn't always work. I mean, it worked out one time for Golden Go, so that I completely missed that one attack. Don't get me wrong. That's when it works. But everyone on the live stream that was using that exact team absolutely were using specs on Articuno. And yeah, it's a 30% accurate move. There was one time it would have worked if I didn't protect. Ogerpon would have been wiped off the field. But no, he just kept on missing. It's kind of what happens when you copy another team that was on a live stream. They can get very, very close of what they were doing, but it's always best to kind of do your own testing instead of copying someone else's work. Because at that time, on the right after that, everyone knows, oh, that strat that everyone's using, I'm totally gonna rip that off now and use just use that. It works, right? But the whole point of being a trainer is so you can learn what the limits are of the Pokemon and the team itself, and then go from there. Obviously, when you spam Sheer Cold with Articuno, you're not going to get a huge benefit from that. But if you're not spec'd, then why, right? But trust me, a lot of people are excited that Articuno won this last weekend. I'm actually quite excited myself. And I'm glad that Alolan Ninetales also got it, because that was dope. There was a mirror match that happened, and that was also crazy to watch. I love when mirror matches happen. But yeah, that was dope. Let's move on. You didn't think I forgot, did you? I didn't. So here's the EVs that I currently have set for this team that we'll be working with. We have Talonflame with 252 in attack and speed, with 4 in HP to get a little bit of a bump. For Grimmsnarl, we have 252 in HP. That's going to be this guy here. With 4 in attack, 116 in defense and special defense, and 20 in speed. That way we can outspeed like the minimalist. His nature is currently set to Impish, while Talonflames is set to Jolly. Raging Bolt has 252 in HP and special attack, and 4 in special defense. We have the leftover build, so we're not necessarily the Salt Vest yet. We might be looking at that a little bit later on the week, but as for right now, we're doing that method and going from there. For Farigiraf, we have Bold for the nature, 252 in HP, 140 in defense, and 116 in special defense. We are highlighting the amount of defenses that we'll have, and as you saw in previous matches before, that little bit of defense is all that we needed to survive some attacks, and the fact that we have 227 HP shows that we'll be able to survive. Nasty Plot has been added to the set so that we can up our special attack, which is why we have no investment in there whatsoever. Helping Hand to boost the partner. protect ourselves, and psychic in case if for whatever reason we are taunted and we need to attack. Golden Go, which I mentioned before that someone left a comment to either go full offensive or just kind of change the set, because Stellar Terra is not necessarily a good choice with the choice specs, especially since we got locked into some moves last time and it didn't work out to our favor. And I do agree to that. We just didn't have enough time to make any changes to the team, or at least to this guy, because immediately he was locked into the Premier Challenge or the Global Challenge, so I couldn't make any changes until the challenge was over, which is unfortunate because that entire time I could have been changing him, but I couldn't. But his current EV set is 196 in HP, 140 in defense, 52 in special attack, 4 in special defense, and 116 in speed. His nature is modest with the Stellar Terra, like I mentioned before. Choice specs to maximize his special attack as much as we possibly could, but the movesets that we have him with Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Terra Blast, and Power Gem, the idea was to have him as our checkmate crutch Pokemon. So if someone did Terra Water, Terra Fire, Terra Grass, Terra Fairy, which we wouldn't use Terra Blast on that, but Terra Dragon, Terra Steel, whatever we needed to use as the Terra Blast slot, we could. And it would put a lot of those Pokemon immediately in trouble because a Terra Stellar Terra Blast hits the Pokemon that is super effective regardless. Plus, it makes it a 3.x. It pretty much does 3 times the damage, but it does lower down our stats 1 stage. Now, Stellar Terra might be fun, but not with choice specs for his item. If he didn't have choice specs, the Stellar Terra would be fine and we can start making a little bit more changes. But because I have that, it makes it really, really hard for Golden Go to like get going once he gets put on the field. Sometimes he does really, really well, and then other times he just doesn't. As for Ogerpon, we have him with the Jolly Nature, with the 24 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 164 in defense, and then 68 in special defense. This is so the defenses are tied at 125. And with his typing, should be able to survive quite a bit of hits. Now you could change this around to where he could survive quite a bit more by offering a little bit more in the bulkier side of things, maybe taking on a little bit more physical hits, while his special defense isn't that strong. If you look at Ogerpon's base stats, which I'm going to try to do without lagging up my computer here because Cerebi.net likes to do that. Now, if you look at Ogerpon's stats, his base defense is 84 and his base special defense is 96, with his highest stat being physical attack and his second highest stat being his speed at 110. So his attack is 120 and his speed is 110. Very, very fast. If you guys want to do something a little bit more bulkier, you could focus on one defensive stat and then just try to make it so that he survives on the opposite matchups. A lot of people are doing 3 and 3, so 3 physical attackers, 3 special attackers. So depending on the field of vision that you currently have, having Ogerpon defend against the majority of special attackers would be something that you would want to plan for. However, because you have water absorb. Water absorb means that water Urshifus can heal you as well as other water Ogerpons and stuff like that. And you also can run Horn Leech. I would probably recommend doing more special defenses so you negate Pokemon like Fluttermanes that are out there, and they're going to be out there for a very long time. You have Raging Bolt that's out there, and he's also going to be out there for a very long time. You have Iron Crown, who's also out there and will be out there for a very long time. All 3 of those specialize in special attack. Iron Moth does the same thing. Who else does it that we currently see a lot on the ladder? I think that's all. Wheezing and Landorus Eye. Both of those are special attackers. Having more special defense might be in your preferred favor to be able to survive those attacks, especially if you are super weak against those. Try not to get yourself in a matchup with Landorus Eye though, because you will lose 9 times out of 10 just because he gets a 50% in sheer force and life orb damage. It's more like 60 at this point, but it's a lot of damage to suffer through from Sludge Bomb or even Sludge Wave. So just kind of keep that in mind when you go to use that later on. But with Ogerpon being jolly, you'd be able to survive or at least be faster than most other Ogerpons. And that's what I really like about it. I like being just a little bit more faster than bulkier. And with my max attack being at 252, it still gives me a chance to be able to one-shot people like we saw with the Arcanine earlier. One big reason I'm not using Arcanine this season as my fire type, and it's because of the fact that he's incredibly frail. A lot of the Pokemon that could hit him really, really hard. So even with Grimmsnarl being like the screener, he will still fall really, really easily. I'll post this in the comments down below, but like I said, for more added team sheets and stuff like that, or sets, you'll get those a day ahead on my Discord channel or server that's listed in the description down below. I'm doing it for free because it's supposed to be a learning thing for both of us, and it'll be updated once the team gets updated for that particular episode. If you guys want to follow along with the progress, let me know. If you guys want to help me with the progress of the team, leave your suggestions down below. For now, that's all the explaining that I'm going to put out there, and I'm excited to do more testing. And there you are, ladies and gentlemen, and Pokefans alike. As you can see, we are 3/4 of the way through Great Ball Rank 9. We are 2 and 3 out of 5 fights. And with that, we are at the end of the episode. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the show. Let me know by leaving a like on the video. Dislike it if you didn't. So leave a comment down below what you guys think about this team. It was premiered last season, but now we get that full in-depth thing. And I wish I was able to compete in the global challenge. I just ran out of time, and I am so mad about that. I'm sorry for you guys too, because like this was something that I was looking forward to, and I didn't get to do it. We should have saw this team compete in that challenge, but no, we didn't. And because we didn't, the team never really got its thing. But now it does, and now we can focus on it to make it a little bit better than what it is now. And because we're focusing on that, we now get to have a little bit more fun and having changes to the team whenever we feel like we need to start making changes. Now, this team will be up until the, let's say, the 14th? No, the 18th. Yeah, the 18th. So 2 weeks on Monday, we'll switch over to the Trick Room team and we'll go from there. And by that time, we should have another team because the new season should have started. Another thing that I forgot to mention, for this month, we're going to release content Monday through Saturday, with Sunday being the day off. Not having to worry about content is probably something that I'm very much looking forward to, and I'm hoping you guys won't mind the 1 day break that we have for content for there. But it doesn't mean that I won't be recording. It just means that if I don't have to worry about it Saturday night to get a video for Sunday morning, I won't have to worry about it, but I will be recording Sunday. I just don't have to worry about getting a video in the morning for the previous day. It lets me get a little bit more set up for the rest of the week. That's dope. Cool. Anyways, with that being said, I already did the like thing, the comment thing. I do reply to any and all comments that you guys leave behind. Subscribe if you're a brand new viewer or a returning viewer, especially if you're a returning viewer. Go ahead and click the notification bell on the right and select that to all, and you'll be notified when I upload next. And like I said, we'll be uploading from Monday through Saturday this month, and we'll see how everything goes. And because I would love to have a little bit of a break. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Till then, take care. Peace.